So this is lesson 18's program. I set up the 3 LED pins, set up the 3 LED objects. I set their values at 0 in case one of the LEDs happened to have been left on. I set the button pins, set the button objects, declare the old button values, and then set each button status to false. And then at the start of the while loop, I collect or read each button, and then there's a if statement for each button, that if that button was pressed and released, basically, that particular button's status would flip, and the other 2 button statuses are set to false, and then each LED is set to their appropriate status value. And then there's a same if statement for the green button and the same if statement for the blue button, and then at the end I just set the button old values to the current button status or button values, and then there's a sleep. So that's the program. So here's the functioning lesson 18 assignment. See, I have the 3 buttons and the RGB LED. So if I push the red button, it comes on red. If I push the red button, it goes off. If I push the green button, it comes on green. If I push the green button, it goes off. If I push the blue button, it comes on blue. If I push the blue button, it goes off. If I have the blue on and push the green, it switches from blue to green. If I push the red, it switches from green to red. And if I push the green, or if I push the blue, it switches to that color. And then to turn it off, I would just push that color again. So that's the functioning circuit.